Okay, in this video we're going to take a look at some simple tips and tricks for organizing your Google Drive. So we take a look at, this is my drive right here. You have your folders you've already created up here, and then these are now files that have not been organized into folders yet. So that shows you the difference here. So again, to create a new folder, all you have to do is click New. Right, the first option here in the pop-up is New Folder. You can title it, call this test folder, and then you click create, and it's going to be then organized alphabetically for you. So what you can do, you have two ways to look at it. This is the what we call kind of like the grid layout, or you can do a list layout. When I click here, now it puts first, you have all your folders in alphabetical order, and then once you get past the folders, now in alphabetical order is all your unorganized files that live in my drive. We're going to go back to the group layout here. So here we have my test folder. If I double click on it, it opens up. There's nothing in there right now. But if I want to put something in there, you have a variety of ways to get things into this folder. If I go back to my drive here, let's see, for example, this PDF, which is actually an old receipt. So if I click on it, I can click and drag it into, and then to this folder, and you see that it gets dark in there, right there. It then moves it here from the files into the test folder. Let's test it out, open it up, there it is. Another way to move a file, we use this other old receipt here. If I were to click on the three dots right here, I can go to organize, and click on move.
Oh, yeah.
It'll then this pop up here. It will suggest folders where I want to move it. In this case, it did suggest the folder that I want, but sometimes it doesn't get it right. It doesn't suggest the right folder. So you can just, if you don't see it being suggested, where you want it to go, you click all locations, and you go to my drive, and then you'll go alphabetically through the list, test folder, and I can click move right here, or click move right here. It gives you two options. I'm going to go ahead and just click move right here. It's now been moved into her. So let's test it out here. There it is. Both of those have been moved into the test folder. Another option that you have is to open up the folder where you want something to be stored. Let's say you have something that you've downloaded onto your computer that you want to put into your Google Drive. So one way to do it, if you start at my drive, you click new, file upload. What's going to happen if I upload the file right here, it's just going to go in my drive, so it's just going to be down here unorganized. But if I want to be more organized, what you want to do, you'll do the same thing, but before you click new and file upload, what you're going to do is open the folder where you want it to be located. So in this case, I'm going to open up the test folder. Now that I have this open, now I click new, file upload, and it's going to look, I'm going to choose through all my different documents here. So I'm going to put this one in here, this file, click open. It shows you right here that it's being uploaded from my computer, and there it is, already put into my test folder. I don't need to move it from my drive in there. It's already been done for me. So that's one simple thing that you can do to really organize your drive. So what I like to tell people to do is at least once a month, go through your My Drive. A lot of times people share things with you, or you download things and it's saved in your drive, and you know what, maybe you don't need that anymore. So for example, this one right here is I know is a file, a copy of a file that I know I don't need. So if I simply click on the three dots right here, and I can see move to trash. So what happens when you click move to trash, it says right here, it will be deleted forever after 30 days. So I'm going to move to the trash. So you have a trash folder right here, and if you accidentally put something in the trash, there it is, you have 30 days before it's gone. Nothing here, everything you see in my trash folder is less than 30 days in there. So after 30 days, it deletes it forever, but you have 30 days to retrieve something from the trash. If you, by accident, did try to trash it or delete it. The next thing we'll take a look at here of what you can do is using workspaces. So I have a variety of workspaces that I have created. Here's something I use for business. Think of workspace is kind of like a shop window. When you're walking by, you see the window, you see the display of what they have in there. You don't have to go inside to see what they have. You can see it just by walking by. That's kind of what a workspace is. So all of these things are kind of like shortcuts to other files that live in your drive. So instead of having to go dig through your drive and find where it's located, you can create a workspace where you can see the workspace. You see immediately the files that you want to use, without having to dig through your drive to find it. So for example, here we'll do create workspace. Call this the test workspace. And again, if you remove things from a workspace, it still stays in your drive. Really, all these are kind of curated shortcuts. So it's going to go ahead and create here. So what I can do, if I want to start adding files to it, let's say I have a week's worth of activities that I want kids to do. So I'm going to go here and click Add Files, and it's going to open up my Google Drive here on the side. I'm going to go to My Drive, and let's say that we'll say, for example, let's see, we'll use these three activities right here. I'm going to click Insert. It puts it right in there, and I click Done. Right here's my test workspace. And if I click View Workspace, it just shows me that one, and I don't need to go look into my drive. I know these are going to be available to me, very easy access for me, and I can always click Add Files and add more. Now, there's another way to add files to a workspace. If I'm in my drive, let's say, for example, we'll go this file right here. So if I click on the three little dots, and we can organize, and it says here, Add to Workspace. Choose the workspace. It's now been added. So again, it stays right here in my drive, but again, instead of having to look for it in my drive, I can just come to Google Drive. Oh, there's my workspaces, and there's at a glance very quick and easy access to these files that I want to have easy access to.